so far.
42.
We got fat.
And we're back.
We're back. And I just want to say thank you for 0 views.
Yeah. No, I totally understand.
Yeah, I get it
it's so funny to think that 0 views means the episode sucked because you'd have to watch it to know that it sucked.
And also, I don't know what happened, but
we got shadow banned.
As soon as I the audio is actually kind of terrible now.
Really?
Yeah. After I when I unplugged everything and packed it up to bring it to our friend's house.
Oh, son
to record,
bitch.
And we ended up that the vibe didn't want to record, which is fine.
Right.
Totally fine. But yeah, ever since I put it back together, the audio's just been kind of off. And to be honest, nothing we've said has really been worth editing.
No, I totally agree. Now I'm wondering what we did. Maybe we got to turn the... I don't know.
Did I spook you? Should we discuss this before we started recording?
Yeah, but...
Here, wait.
Give that a try.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
We are back. We got fat.
NPR.
Oh my gosh! I might just have you hit the slate for that one. that is?
You want me to?
No.
Okay.
No. We're fine. I'll figure it out.
All right.
I listen back to everything.
You can mix it together and then cut off.
It's
You poor soul, dude. That's so sorry.
It is schizophrenic behavior. You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm like the one of the assistants to like starting a cult. You know, I'm not the cult leader. I'm just like one of the background guys. Yeah. Where I'm just like doing my best to create like a thing that I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's as long as your wife doesn't get fucked.
Yeah, because like a lot of like producing this podcast is just the way my computer is set up. I don't have a computer chair or anything. I just sit at the end of my bed because I kind of have like a narrow room or whatever. So my computer is set up right in front, so I just sit on my bed. So a lot of it is being like, you don't have enough storage. Right. It's like, I immediately lie down and just...
Yeah, how could you not?
So sometimes it's jerking off, sometimes it's crying.
My bed's in the complete other room. I'll sit down on my computer and just shut that bad boy and rush to the other room. It's crazy.
Well,
I don't know how you do it. I'll try, I have like a to-do list in my phone, and for the past like 3 weekends, the to-do list has been like, listen to the podcast and cut out clips, and I'll like turn it on for 10 seconds and be like,
I can't
throw the fucking
dude
headphones.
I don't blame you at all. Our show is terrible.
No, maybe it is,
but I also kind of love doing it,
of course, but I just cannot listen to my voice. I don't know, every comedian I hear is like, you have to listen to your recordings of your sets. I can't get through, dude. The clapping while I'm walking to stage, I can't listen to, because it's like, oh, I heard that as like a
roaring applause.
Yeah.
I thought I was at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. And then you hear it, it's like, I'm like, oh, dude, I can't post any of this.
Dude, I gotta tell you, like, that one set, the last time you saw me, like, perform.
Great set.
Thank you. You know what's so funny about that is I watched the footage back. I recorded it on my phone. I also had the professional recording.
Right.
And both of them were terrible.
That's crazy because I was there.
Both, dude.
That's as loud as it gets at Boulder, though. Like,
it would be like if I like filmed a sex tape. And like in the moment, I'm like, hell yeah, this is the hottest shit ever. And then you watch it back, and it's just like,
dude, that might be the most relatable thing to like a non-comic is imagine watching your set, because in the moment you're in it. You feel like
you're in Guns N' Roses, like, welcome to the jungle.
Right. And then you watch it, and you're just slapping things, like your butt, not even your hands, just your body slapping things. Or like, oh, God.
Just like your legs always look super tiny, like you're a frog.
Everything's disproportionate,
like frog body.
Dude, yes, I know exactly what you mean. And
I have serious frog body. It's crazy, dude. You know what I mean? Just like little legs,
big body.
You're like your best motion.
That's so funny you say that because I have very little feet.
Yeah.
And there was a time in my life when I showed you the picture the other day of the pasta belly when I was in Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
that's insane. Because I had like a skinny chest and then the bottom was just huge, and my feet are tiny. I looked exactly like a frog naked. And dude, at the time I had a mirror next, like my in Phoenix, my next to my bed was. The closet was like a big mirror, and my girlfriend would come visit and be like, "How come you don't want to like get intimate?" I'm trying to be, and I was like, "I literally have to watch a frog fuck my girlfriend." Dude.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Yeah, it's like
maybe my heart's on fire.
Yeah, there was the only time I enjoyed the mirror aspect of love was when I was on Adderall. I was also a complete insane person.
Yes.
So I was like also in Scarface.
Yeah, dude.
Where I was like, oh,
flashback to last week's episode.
Yeah.
See me just
like, this is actually the best shape I've ever been in. But also, I've just been staring at my own reflection for 10 hours.
Yeah. That's so funny, just realizing you're horny for yourself in that moment.
Dude,
you're like, am I?
Well, I'll tell you a confession right now, and I don't know what to think about it.
All right.
But for my show on May 2nd, this will definitely come out in time. But also, 0 views. But that's all right.
Those views
doesn't even matter. But the printouts, I was given a printout, and I was looking at it at the bar, but I do this thing where I zone out and I manifest.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like I'm looking at something, but really, I'm
you're
meditating.
Talking to God. Yeah.
Yeah. At the Firehouse Saloon, which I have done many years.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, it's a safe space. Negative bank account. Firehouse Saloon is a safe space.
None of the manifesting is manifested.
No, it's all been... I'm peeing in a literal trough.
Yeah.
I'm pissing in a trough.
That is true.
And just being like,
an old
good things will happen soon one day. Yeah. A guy with an eye patch is smiling at me.
That's where I meditate, just staring at Dennis Mazer's head.
This other comedian was like, she was like, oh my God, you're really just staring at your own picture right now? Like, and I was like, no, I'm not even looking at that. I'm thinking.
Can I tell you, I might have said this on the podcast before. I have an almost identical story, except what I was staring at was a fat girl's tits.
Oh, really?
In college. We had like a hard workout at practice or whatever. Yeah. And I was at dinner. And I can like flashback. I know exactly how I felt. Like
you were like, you know, those World War II or like Vietnam films when it's like you got the 1,000-yard stare where it's like, you don't know what I've been through right now.
And then I've
just been to war.
Exactly.
Oh my God, are you think you're the shit right now?
Dude, nothing has made me madder in life than this moment because I also like there's a diner hall food had like something in it. I think there was like a study on this that it's like it makes people have diarrhea their first week. They put like maybe it's MSG or something. Yeah. And so there's like this feeling of being exhausted and eating like weird, gross dining hall food.
Being exhausted, that's great for grades.
Yeah, exactly.
For testing for isn't the whole point people want to go to your school? Everyone gets a C average because they're tired as fuck.
We ran like 10 miles and then I ate a piece of chicken that was just dipped in soy sauce or whatever. And I remember I was just like thinking about how my life's fucked or something. And I was just like this. And then all of a sudden I realized that the person, like the thing that was in my eye line was this fat chick, and she pulled up her sleeve, like the shirt to cover, and she like looked at me, and I just went like this. I went, I was just like,
not you,
whatever, dude,
not right now.
You should be so lucky. Well, I don't want to be that guy, but you know what I mean. It was just like I was not staring at. Clearly, I wasn't like.
I was self-loathing.
Yeah, I was literally
I'm the
zoned
chosen
out.
one in my family, and I'm not because I feel like in every Irish family, there's always the one who's like, I'm gonna break this
the curse
of this mediocrity and the rat race.
Yeah,
that
it's also the same guy that gets into the Guinness. It's always like, fuck, we're doing both of the things at the same time.
We're drunks and dreamers.
Like, I have a dream, Mom.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry,
Mom.
So, but what I regret saying that because now I lost the fucking point.
Shit.
No. In the back of your head, you're like, I'm gonna do better for I'm gonna become the successful one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get us out of here. And then but then things happen and you're just like broke as fuck.
Well, the problem with
trying your best.
The problem with being that person in the family is to become a great success out of like a shitty Irish family. You have to go to the bottom and then climb up, you know? Like, because what our family wants is steady, just keep an average life. And we're like, no, I'm gonna go to the rock bottom and then try to climb up. Yeah. So just look.
I'm gonna keep shooting for the fences.
Yeah, and so you have to be a complete piece of shit first
for a long time.
Yeah, and that's
great about stand-up comedy.
and it might stay that way, dude. He might never climb out of the basement.
Well, all I know is not right now. I'm not projected to have a kid, but if I had one, I'd probably stop doing a podcast immediately.
Yeah, dude, that's the only... My girlfriend is like, we're getting to the age where it's like, you kind of have to, like, within the next year or two. And every time she asks, I'm just like, I want to have a kid. But if I have a kid, I'm going to give up on everything. I just know, like, how could you not? And then I'm going to hate my fucking kid. Because he's going to be 13. I'm going to be like, listen, you little fuck.
Then that's when he's going to start doing open mics.
Yeah, and then you go back. And then you're like, well, now I'm right back to where I was.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to feed you a bottle at 6 p.m., you little dick.
And now I can't sign up for Firehouse Saloon.
Yeah, now everyone thinks I'm stupid and ugly.
They think I'm ugly.
Now they think I'm ugly. I got a bald spot.
Fuck. Dude, I remember the first time I saw the bald spot on the back of my head. It was a psychedelic experience, dude.
Brother, every time I go to CVS, you know how they have that little camera? It's the perfect, and I check, and once in a while, if my hair's not positioned correct, it is thinning. Like, it's not, I'm not out of the woods yet. I think I'm good.
It's not totally bald, but there ain't...
But, like, if the light hits it right, I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. And the other day, I literally was, like, depressed as fuck, buying, God knows, like, club seltzer or whatever. Yeah. And I saw that thing, and I was like, today's the day I just drive my car into this fucking building, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. My poor coworker, we were opening the restaurant together, and I told her, I was like, listen, I'm not excited for my birthday. I'm not excited for turn 29. I'm losing all my hair.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, it's natural. It's fine. And I was like, don't you realize this is the end of my life?
It's also so funny for a woman to be like, it's natural. It's like, it's natural. I'll stop wanting to fuck you at 20. You're like, you bitch. You know you hate bald guys, you dick.
It's being like someone consoling someone on like death row, being like, it's okay.
It's natural.
Maybe there's reincarnation. Yeah. Maybe you'll go to heaven.
It's natural to die at 53 of AIDS.
Yeah. It's okay. Normal. You'll be fine.
Yeah. No, there's nothing worse than... but I've also been on the other side of that, where you're, like, consoling somebody that you know there's no consolation. You're just like, it probably won't get better, but what do you want me to do?
What does that say about the country that us American males are obsessed with hair loss?
Dude, I was thinking about this. This is how obsessed we are with our hair. You have to have a license to cut it. Like, they won't even let you cut it. They're like, you have to like have a certificate, because if you fuck up somebody's hair, I don't know what happened. What happens if you had, like, if I set up a thing outside and was like, I'll cut people's hair, and I fucked up their hair? Because if I don't have a license, can I go to jail?
Could you imagine? Like, someone gets fired because of their shitty haircut.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, what does the license keep you from...
Well, I have a good story about this, actually.
Let's hear it.
And this is why we should do a podcast together. Because I would have never talked about this. I
thought you forgot we were recording a podcast.
Yeah, no.
And you're like, dude, you know what we should do? We should start putting this shit on vinyl.
Yeah. No, okay, listen.
All right.
I cut my own hair one time. It was during COVID.
I only cut my own hair now.
Maybe it was before COVID. But the back, I did my back. I just tried to feel it out.
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
Yeah.
I might actually.
Did you watch a tutorial?
Well, no, I might actually insert photos.
Okay, yeah.
Because they took pictures of how bad it was. They actually took before and afters. This is at the warehouse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was.
I thought you meant at Supercuts.
It was so bad.
We gotta fucking show this.
It was so bad that I was like, they set me aside and told me how bad it was.
Really? They're like, listen, we have customers.
I could have lost my job for how bad of a job I did.
Yeah, you know what's weird? I bet if you went into your office, if I went into the office and I shaved the middle of my head and let the rest grow down, can they just be like, bro?
They would find ways.
Yeah.
That's when you if you fit in, they'll find ways to keep you.
That's exactly yeah.
But if they don't like you, they will find ways to fire you.
That is so true. Yeah, they start digging into your internet.
Yeah.
They go, what are you looking up?
Wikipedia 24/7.
Brother, yeah. It's crazy. Like, why were you on Google Maps taking a tour of Montreal?
Yo, during COVID, I had a desk job still.
Yeah.
I was just on Wikipedia 24/7. I Wikipedia so much shit for $13 an hour, dude. A laughable wage.
Yeah,
but also
that's what makes it warranted. Yeah. It's yeah, dude, I'm gonna do some shit I would do outside of work here because I'm not getting paid enough to hang out at home.
Literally, there's a 40-year-old man watching Sesame Street. Two desks down.
You know what I did today? I was reading Norm Macdonald's Wikipedia while listening to his special. And in the special, he talks about how he would go on Wikipedia all the time, and I was like, "This is fucked up, dude. I'm getting paid to do this, Wikipedia. And it's
gatekeeping." All right, let's start the. Let's say throughout this journey, this podcast journey, we have had weight fluctuations.
Yeah.
Amongst ourselves.
I'm on an upward trend at the moment.
No, that's good. Yeah. No, you're looking very good.
Oh, no, I've meant the opposite, but I appreciate it. I've been gaining weight. Well, because what happened with me is I was waking up every morning and running and then coming home from work, and I'd run a mile each time. And the whole time it's been for my mental clarity. It's for energy. It's not.
Yeah.
And what happened is I started doing I would run 15 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night. And now it has become I'll run 5 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. And I'm like, I feel just as good. So I'm just slowly realizing I barely have to do anything to feel
to get the
effects.
Dopamine. Yes. The blood rush.
Exactly.
So, but here's my question. Are you showering after both runs?
Yes.
You're showering almost 3 times a day then?
2 times a day.
2 times a day?
I wake up.
Not after work. Just only after exercise.
Yeah. And even sometimes I might have said this already, but if I haven't, I'm embarrassed. But I think I said it another time. I wake up, I run, I shower, I go to work all day, I come home, I run. Sometimes I don't shower after that and just go to bed.
Oh yeah,
because I'll make dinner and shit and I'll dry off. And this is a sneaky trick. If you're having a hard time falling asleep, if you're covered in dry sweat, your body, you have salt in your eyes. You feel more tired, I think.
Oh,
and then I just go to bed disgusting.
Is that why it's such a slippery slope to homelessness? Once you get used to sleeping in
they're all just joggers, dude. Yeah. They're all guys just jogging, and then one day we're like,
well, it's like when you come home from a run, you have roommates or siblings growing up, and someone's in the shower. You just gotta can't sit down.
That's what happened to me.
You can't sit on the furniture.
My girlfriend will be in the shower or something. I'll be like, oh, I'll have to wait, and then it's 9, and I'm like, I can't shower and go straight to bed.
I might as well just sleep under that tree.
Yeah. I think here's what happens. I think that's true. But I also think just as I'm realizing I only need 5 minutes of running to feel the dopamine, they go, okay, I can do 1 minute of running. And then they go, oh, I can stick this needle in my arm and do 0 running. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, they don't have a house.
Yeah. You know? They're like, all I really need to be is here right now.
Just keep my heart beating. And then eventually I think they give up on that even. They just go.
But like places like Austin, Texas, where it's competitive to be homeless, I could not imagine any competition would be welcomed by any.
What is more competitive, the homelessness or the comedy in Austin, Texas? You just went there. You tell me.
I mean, I gotta say the comedy is more competitive because at least it takes one. It takes one more morsel of effort than just being homeless. Can we agree on that?
Yes. I wasn't expecting such a dead serious answer. You're like, actually, comedy's pretty hard. Dude.
You don't think I think about this every? No, it's not hard. It's just there. It's just around.
Yeah. You literally just have to keep showing up. The problem with comedy is you have to start young enough. You have to like have a funny bone in your body. Yeah. You have to start young enough, and then you have to have no reason to quit.
Dude, you know,
people have families and they quit.
You know what's so funny is I never once said I could do 30 minutes, but I have to do 30 minutes in like 3 weeks or whatever.
Oh, you can do 30 minutes.
And I was like, in my head, I was like, wait a second. I can absolutely do 30 minutes.
Yeah. Like you might not have 30 minutes of like
killer
down
material. Yeah.
No, not even. But like the set that I saw you do, you probably, how long was that set? The Don't Tell?
11 minutes.
11 minutes. I think you did 3.5 minutes of jokes. The rest was you dicking around, which was killing just as hard, if not harder. Yeah. So you just double that, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Fine. And I also, because it's an alternative comedy show, I also got like different characters that I can do. And that's always such a novelty that you don't have to practice it that much.
Dude, every year on my Snapchat, the alien guy you did.
Oh, Gizmoid
pops up.
I was gonna do it last night, but and I'm glad I didn't because the turnout was not really that great at Firehouse. Would have been lost on a lot of people. Yeah. But I'll do it on the podcast. Fuck it. But I was writing for Gizmoid, but I was thinking being like because the whole idea of Gizmoid is he comes to Earth, but like. He's like a god, like he's like a king, but he moves to Earth and gets treated like shit.
Right.
Kind of like immigrants from other countries. They're like they're like, oh, you know, I was such hot shit here, but like here they treat me like shit.
What's Sacha Baron Cohen's character?
Borat.
Kind of like Borat, not. But doesn't he kind of act like in my home country? I was hot shit.
Yeah, I was the king, and they treat me like shit here.
Yeah.
So, but I was thinking, and he's also an alien. So there's like, you can be like, the average penis size for a human is 5.5 inches. That is far too big.
Yeah, he's a god. But
I spent the night with an Earth female, and she said, "Is that all you've got, woman? You must be joking."
Bro,
I performed cunnilingus for 15 Earth minutes.
That's what's so funny is like he's a god, but the things that he considers a god, we consider dog shit. Yeah. It's like I'm a thousandaire in my home country. Everyone bows down.
I have $1,000. I have
None of you have
that. Dude, I'd piss on that.
Yes, it's some drunk guy throwing a beer.
Drunk guy.
We should do that sometime where I'm like a hillbilly heckler and you're the alien, and I have like a straw in my mouth and you're up there, and I'm just like a absolute piece of shit American, and I'm like I got 5 inches, brother, and I'm throwing shit at you.
Yeah. That was my so when I was working construction. A big part of my job was measuring because we were cutting these steel beams to put solar panels on it. That had to be level,
right?
So the solar panels would be level. So I would measure all the lengths of the cuts. So I was like, they'd be like talking, being like, oh, that's a 3-inch cut. Like that's way too small. And I'd be like, you sound just like my ex-wife.
And they'd be like, what?
They'd be like,
dude, I hate.
And I'm like, this is gold, guys. Yeah, come on.
I have like a new joke kind of. I have a bunch of job jokes that I'm trying to make into like one thing. And one of the jokes is about like how everyone is like, oh, be funny at work. And then you say it and they're horrified by it. And you're like, yeah, we're in a fucking office. Like,
Yeah.
You can't just say funny things.
Dude, I at the gym, I made a joke, and the trainer just stared at me in my eyes. And I was like, okay. I've been coming here for 3 years. I can't make any small talk.
I refuse to say even remotely funny
honestly,
things.
if you've been going to a gym for 3 years and you're still fat, I'm sure they're definitely they're fuck you. Dude.
Yeah, they're just, anything you say, they're trying to not like.
They're like, please quit this gym.
Yeah, they're like, we got to get this guy out of here. Speaking of, I might, wait, did you hate that solar job?
No.
Okay. I might be able to get your job.
Oh, shit.
We'll talk after.
Yeah. That's great. I hope to God this. That's why I don't want to promote this podcast.
I know.
That's why I don't put this on my social media.
Me too, because dude, my boss doesn't follow me, or he's not friends with me on Facebook, and I'll post shit on Instagram. He'll be like, "Oh, I saw that thing." Yeah. I'm like,
I promoted the
searching.
I promoted the show, and at the gym they're like, so "You're a stand-up comedian."
Yeah,
it was like an interrogation.
Yeah, I don't get how he knows.
I was literally doing crunches, doing crunches, and he goes. Full deal sergeant, like,
crunches are so funny.
He's like, are you having fun? Is this funny like your comedy set? He's like, is this like a joke to you?
What the fuck? Dude, these fucking...
I was like, oh my God, dude.
Rex Kwando motherfuckers.
But it works, though. Like,
it does.
Maybe it doesn't, because my bank account's in the negatives, and anytime a girl's mean to me, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, but if it came to hand-to-hand combat with that woman, you would kill her.
Yes, dude, but no.
You would kill that woman.
They'd be like, of course.
Dude, I saw this video. I'm stealing this from another podcast, but I was watching Your Mom's House, and they showed this video. You know those like fake martial arts people? There was this guy with like the most giant fupa ever, and he did that bullshit like smacking thing, and then he turned to the camera and he's like, "That's the tippy tappy," and he was dead serious, like it was a move. He called it a tippy tappy. And you're like, bro, that's exactly what I would have called it. Yeah. Making fun of that. You can't have people paying. Yeah. You also can't have a fupa down to your knees and be teaching how to defend yourself.
Fat. No.
You put a hand on that guy's forehead and you push him, and he's.
I'll tell you something. My Muay Thai coach, when I first started, there were like a good amount of fat guys.
Yeah.
And he thought we were all the same person.
Right.
He like asked, he had the yellow belt, and he was like, "Where is John?"
Oh,
and then he just kept pointing to each fat guy, and they were like, and some of them were like different races. You know
I kind of respect that a little bit.
He's like, all right,
just like,
you gotta get this
one of you fat fucks?
I guess one of you guys earned it. Like here. Time to feed. Here you go, piggy. It's like, here it is. Here's your slop.
You're on all fours. Grab it with your mouth.
I had a Scooby-Doo t-shirt on. I did not look tough at all. Beer gut.
A Scooby-Doo. Yeah, but I will say, I know you're going to hate this, but there is something about like a guy in a Scooby-Doo t-shirt that can just whoop ass. I would have gotten away with it if it was.
I always wanted to be that guy who got like at the bar who got no pussy, but like would defend the nice guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sacrifice himself,
grabbing the back of hoodies,
break it up.
Listen, pal,
do you guys know what? We're all children of mothers and fathers. Come on, think about your families right now.
There's a great video online of this guy, like this big jack dude with his shirt off, like in some like public area, and he's just like running around, and you can tell nobody's starting conflict, and he's just in it like in a different world, and he's like pointing at people, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And he like tries to swing on people, and he's like hitting people, and they're like just like eating dinner outside.
Yeah.
And then he walks towards these two like teenage looking dudes, and the one dude just knocks him, like you can tell he has like knows what he's doing, and just knocks him out, and you're just like, yes, you need one of those everywhere. You need one of those guys that's just not getting involved, and he's like, well, if you come over here, I'm gonna fucking knock you out. Like, I get riled up.
That's why you gotta train, bro.
Yeah, I know. I feel like a pussy.
Are you familiar with the movie Drunken Master by Jackie Chan?
No. Jackie Chan's in a movie called Drunken Master?
Yeah, I swear to God, dude.
I'm not. I wasn't coming at you. Yeah,
sure.
dude, I swear to God he is. No,
wait, do some plugs.
No,
really
you'll know it better than I do. I don't know movies like you do.
Drunk.
You
I
know
swear to God, yeah, Jackie Chan, Drunken Master, 1978.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I just had never heard of it.
That's what I was saying is like, everyone's got a ring name.
Yeah.
Mine would be Drunken Masturbator.
Ooh, I said kind of before you even said the baiter part. Yeah,
isn't that kind of funny?
That.
Drunken Masturbator.
That's great.
Johnny the Drunken Masturbator hunk of it.
You got to take a fight now.
It'd be like my opponent would be like, "That's funny.
Yes,
we're gonna fight, but like maybe we'll get a beer after because he's clearly he's like likes to party."
I think that's good. I think you should take an MMA fight. I think we should post it.
No, dude, because I'll tell you something about heavyweights.
Oh
when you're a
heavyweight,
you're a heavyweight. So you can be all fighting, muscle,
yes,
or that can be all body
true.
fat.
That's very true. And I don't mean to put you on the spot. Would you? How much do you weigh, or is that too personal?
I probably weigh 240 right now.
Okay. So, yeah, you'd be fighting fucking Lex Luthor.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Don't do that.
Yeah. Right. I'd say I would never.
What about a grappling?
You know what's so funny?
What are you better at, striking or grappling?
Well, this is the honest truth.
Now we're at the Joe Rogan Experience.
This is the honest truth.
Yeah.
Everyone told me that I should be a grappler.
Okay. It makes sense to me. I feel like shorter limbs.
That if I stuck with jiu-jitsu, I'd be tapping motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But here's the deal.
You want to swing on motherfuckers.
I don't even want to do any of it.
Yeah.
The only reason I still train, I swear to God, is because my friend Grant is like, dude,
good.
You got it. So
no, I think it's good for. I think it's a good. It's also nice to know that the guy I hang out with the most, like if shit goes down, I'll take a slide away and go, Johnny.
But that's what I'm gonna do.
Johnny
also.
the Drunken Master.
But that's what I'm gonna do also, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. No, me too. And no, what's gonna happen is if we get in that situation, you're probably gonna be calmer than me. I'm gonna freak out and start swinging.
Yeah,
and then it's just gonna be me getting beat up.
Well, here's the deal: someone who's gotten arrested for swinging is you go to jail for swinging.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that unless. Unless I got swung it on.
There's truly nothing worth. Once you take that ride to jail,
I'm kind of glad that happened to you at the age it did, though.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
because imagine being this. You probably would have. It would have happened.
Could you imagine how much of a loser I would be if I was going to court at this age?
Yeah,
you would stop hanging out with me.
Your tie would be down to here.
Yeah,
going to court,
just fat.
Your Honor, I swung it on him. He swung it on me, and I swung it on him.
I swung it on him. Shit.
You
know what it is.
That's how it goes. I don't know why. As soon as you get into court, you can't speak. Shit, he swung it on me. I swung it on him.
Shit. So that's my southern twang, the south wedge.
I'm the southern man.
I'm the southern man, dude. I did Southern Man at Boulder Comedy, bro. It was. I
saw that. I think that's why it's in my head.
I should have recorded it.
Yeah, but every time you do Southern Man, there should be a camera set up,
dude. Because it's so easy.
It's but it's so fun.
So here's the deal: is I put. Before I got called up, I put on the cowboy hat, and I heard someone in the back being like, "Oh shit, what's about to happen?" So in my head, I was like, "I better think of something."
You go nothing, dude. I'm gonna go up there and just.
I was literally trying to be autistic with a cowboy hat, but that's what people love to.
Oh shit!
Like, what's he about to do? Just jerk off,
dude. The first time you did that, I laughed so fucking hard. I hope this isn't giving.
I didn't even have a cowboy hat on.
You didn't the first time?
No.
Oh, dude. I'm from the South. The South Wedge.
When we went to the club?
Yeah, I love.
Remember that short phase where we went to the club?
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. That was fun.
We
were children then, dude.
I know, and it's so funny because I feel like now
life was easier then.
Shouldn't we be there more?
Yeah.
We're there less often, it seems like.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going to the club this weekend.
No, sorry. I meant like nightclubs.
Like
the ratchet nightclubs.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the show
not the comedy clubs.
I see.
No, we love the comedy clubs. I was talking about that short phase when we went to the ratchet nightclubs.
Yes. Yeah, and we would talk.
We were like trying to be party boys.
That's true. And we were classic kids at the punch bowl.
I used to iron my shirt. I used to iron my.
You talked to her. No, you talked to her, dude.
I used to iron a $10 shirt and be like, "There's so many chicks here tonight." It's like not talk to any of them.
With a frog on it. Yeah. It's a button up, but with a frog. It's a graphic button up somehow. I thought they only made those in t-shirts. I ironed it.
Just the most virgin outfit you can imagine. Being like, there's a lot of chicks here tonight.
Yeah, brother. And then we'd pound fist and just sit against the wall.
I think literally the only time I ever got laid is because I've been around. I was just like
it's like a stampede. And you get pulled along. You get dragged underneath a bull. They're chasing the bulls.
So are we boyfriend girlfriend?
Oh shit! Is we dating?
Oh shit! Are we in love?
I don't give a fuck if anyone likes this podcast, dude. I'm dripping from my nose. All right, we gotta take a break.
Clip, yeah. Sometimes the editing software I edit on, sometimes I'm like, I hope this got edited out.
Oh yeah. No, I think you know what? If we're getting 0 views, let her rip.
No, it's okay to get shadow banned because I'm also shadow banned on dating apps.
Well, and the other thing is like I can text our 4 listeners and be like, hey,
can you please watch?
Just search.
And then they text you like, we're really done with that podcast.
Like, Who is this? Dude?
Like we'd really
deleted your number.
Like to not be associated.
Wait, did I tell you last week? My friend, he was in town and he's one of our listeners. Shout out Adam, and he wanted to. He wanted to hang out, and I was like, "Oh, I have to record." And then he was like, "Oh, I'll come watch."
Are you serious?
Yeah,
you should have let him. But that's on you because you always cancel.
No. It wasn't that. It was. I felt so weird about it that also where the fuck I guess he could have fit back.
The fact that
dude, imagine there's just a dude in a chair right there.
Not only that, a successful dude.
Yeah, like
who has like a good life.
Got kids and shit. Yeah,
he has like a normal life.
And we're just like, is this anything? Yeah, I couldn't do it.
You got COVID, you piece of shit. You want to come here?
His name's Adam. Adam,
we love you, bro.
No, truly, if we could turn this camera on, there's not room. There's lights. We have big ass lights right here and here. There's a big ass table right there with shit on it. There's a camera. There's really not room. He would have had to. He would have had to sit like this and watch us.
You're one of our legacy followers.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Your legacy.
He gave me my first marijuana.
See?
And I pretended to be high the first time, but the second time.
Well, this is my theory that, Adam, we love you, but here's my theory. Fans are better than friends when it comes to making it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's better to have a ton of fans.
You want 3 friends and 1 million fans.
Yeah. Because you can't keep... It's a mutual thing where you can't keep asking your friends to support you.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the same as stand-up where it's if they come to the show twice, it's like, all right.
They're like, yeah. You can't write that fast.
Well, and they also know you as a human being, and they're like, yeah, it's funnier to hang out.
Like, your first 10 minutes is as a writer, is your entire life.
Yes. Yeah. No,
so the people that know your entire life after they watched your infancy, they're like, yeah, we've seen like you're on your own now, dude.
Right.
It's time to get fans now.
That's very fair. But let me tell you this, Josh, you motherfucker. If you're one of the listeners, and I don't think you are, but if you are, you saw me do stand up my first 2 years. I am much better now. I didn't realize Josh hasn't seen me since like my first 2 years.
Oh,
and we'll talk about shit. And I'm like, I can't believe I haven't gotten that. He's like, yeah, but I'm like, he thinks I suck.
You've been doing stand up for 8 years.
Yes, you cocksucker. Come watch me. I'm the top of the pile, dude.
Dude,
I'm as good as Louis C.K.
You are a Western New York sensation, bro.
You made it too serious.
Sorry,
because I said I was Louis C.K. You can't say something. I am a Western. No,
sorry, dude.
Now you got me in a tough spot, Josh. Just come watch me do stand up, dude. Fuck your kids. Your kids, they'll be there forever. My stand up, I'll die in a year.
It's all gonna get taken down.
This is my Biden impression. Come on, it's America.
Apparently, he dropped a diss track to Trump. Did
he?
Yeah, I didn't watch it or try to find it, but it was his first statement after resigning.
Oh, you know what's funny? This girl I went to high school with posted like clearly she was there pictures of Biden at like a president, and I forgot he wasn't president until just now because it looked like he was like giving a presidential speech.
Yeah.
That's probably what she was at.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, Trump,
imagine
your wife's a bitch and your kid's a cunt.
You claim to be a player, but I'm fucking your wife.
Yeah.
But imagine, I could not imagine like booking a hotel and flying out to see that.
Yeah,
I'd be so bored.
And he
that's your
you know what they should do with Biden is Undertaker style, just have him. There's just like open casket, and then he just goes dong dong dong. He shows up, or he goes, Trump, your wife's a bitch. That would be sick.
Yeah, dude. They put the big clock, the Flavor Flav clock over him.
And he's dragging it. Like Gollum. He's dragging it. Oh.
Yeah, that fake smile.
You got this much time till I fucking kick your ass, huh?
Yeah, Donald Trump.
Hey.
Yeah. He kind of sounds like our one friend when he's drunk. Hey,
he does just sound like an old drunk guy. Honestly, you know,
we go to high school together.
He sounds just like my grandpa. My grandpa, in his final years, he would just sound exactly like that, except he had like a little like Irish, Western New York twang to it. So it was like, you know, a little more like, what does this Buster do? You know, but my grandpa would fall asleep with a red wine in his cup, and he'd fall asleep at our family parties, and it would tilt. And I swear to God, his brain knew exactly the angle it could get to before it spilled, because it would come like a fucking ocean current. It would come right to the edge of the glass, and he would like snore, and it would move, and then it would just the waves would come back
like a Disney cartoon.
Yeah, it was crazy. I wish somewhere on my phone I probably have a picture of it where and then he'd just wake up and say something racist and go back to sleep. R.I.P. Yo, his name was Joe King.
Joe King.
The first joke I ever heard in my life is my mom would say, people would say, "Are you joking?" And she would go, "No, that's my father." Pretty good. Not bad, Mom.
Joe King.
Joe King. Shout out Joe King. Grandma, I know you're listening.
Hey, you rear-ended me at the drive-thru. What's your name? Joe King.
Joe King. Which is funny.
King.
You know what I liked about his generation? First of all, my middle name is because of him. That's why my middle name is Joseph. But what's funny about that is his middle name was Joseph. His first name was John. His name was John Joseph King.
Yo.
And they called him Joe. And you're like, why? Why? John's no good?
Yo, I'll tell you something right now. John is there's a lot of people that are named John, but for whatever reason have a different name.
They're just like, well, that one doesn't count. That one's just like
John is the weirdest first name ever, bro.
Well, I think it's just so no
biblical.
Offense. No, it's just like, it's uncreative, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they just go, well, yeah, but what's your next name? Skip over. Yeah. Wait, what's your middle name?
It's like a prefix, Lawrence.
That's right. I knew it was something cool.
I was named after my grandfather, who's also left-handed, taught me how to write. Begrudgingly.
I don't know if my grandpa was left-handed, but we're both, our middle names are our grandpa's name. I mean, mine was kind of bullshit, but... So you could be...
It's like a legacy thing.
You could be...
I think his dying wish was for me to have a podcast with my best friend.
I'm sure it was. I can't imagine.
I think that's what he wanted to do. Yeah. He was selling insurance for all that time. He should be doing a podcast.
Dude, my grandpa was asleep with a wine glass, and he would wake up and be like, "Do a podcast, just not
watching through." I'm actually pretty good at trimming the fat.
Yeah, you are good at that.
But our one friend he was like posted unedited. I was like, I will never. He's like, I know you edited the good stuff out. I was like, I'll
never. Is this
never.
Dave from the Grave?
Oh,
dude, Dave from the Grave is a sick name.
Dave from the Grave performing the Bug Jar tonight.
Dude, that's a sick name. Dude, if we ever go on tour together as like a team, our name should be Dave from the Grave.
Dude, that's my dream, bro. Going to the Midwest in a tour bus.
Oh, the Midwest. Yo, Rochester really is. Rochester is a Midwest town. Like I drove across the country. I drove across the country. Nowhere felt like home except for St. Louis, fucking Oklahoma City. I got to those cities and I was like, this is Rochester. It's the same exact thing.
Same
it's
vibe.
just cloudy and rainy and everyone's
blue
just
collar,
like they're like liberal kind of, but like they don't really
it's
believe
like,
it.
You know, at Lux when someone comes out, they're like, this is our first time at Lux. It's like,
so
who cares?
Yeah, dude, this is it.
Turn back.
Yeah, get a PBR, fucking get fingered in the bathroom, head out.
Yeah, get out of here while you still can. This is not a place.
Yeah, I remember going to the first time I went to Lux, I was wearing khakis and a button-up, and I remember being like, I feel like they looked at me weird.
Fuck?
I was like, they're not judgmental? I like thought I was cool.
How many years before stand-up were you? Probably a few years.
I was like 21. I
was
like a young kid trying to be the young professional you think I am. I was like, let's go and eat. Let's see what this place.
Yeah. I think American Psycho.
I think I might have been mad about I was like, this is a devil worshiping.
Dude, I got mean mugged by the fucking biker who checked my ID. What the fuck is
the Hell's Angel at the door gave me some shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're wearing a blazer.
Yeah. I want the pap smear, the whiskey.
I think I got that night. I got my first ever burger
STD,
shot.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
That too. That was late.
Sorry.
I was gonna keep that on the DL. No, I got a burger shot. You've had that, right?
Oh yeah.
What is it? It's a shot of whiskey, pickle juice, and
ketchup,
not ketchup, like
tomato
juice.
That's
good shit, dude. It's so funny that whiskey in their eyes is the burger. Like that's beef. Whiskey is beef though.
The beef,
It is the beef of burger.
It is the most you can be on a whiskey diet and it will ruin your life, but you'll never be hungry.
Yeah, and it's the same with if you're eating nothing but ground beef. You'll feel sick probably.
And you will smell.
Yeah. Oh,
if you eat nothing but beef or drink nothing but whiskey, you will smell bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna kind of radiate just like a just like a tallow vibe.
Honestly, fasting makes you smell good.
Fasting, dude. I've been wanting to fast, but because I've heard all these benefits from it, like it kills cancer and shit. But what am I gonna do that? Sitting at work? No chance, dude. That's all I have is food at work.
When I had my desk job. I would take my lunch breaks at like 11 a.m.
Dude, same. I
would come in at 9 and take my break at 11.
I used to do that when I worked at Sherwin-Williams. I would come in at 10 and take my lunch at 11, and I would come in with breakfast. I'd come in with a breakfast burrito.
Dude, we were
like, I gotta go.
We were pigs during COVID. I can't believe how piggish we were.
We were.
I was piggish.
Piggish is that's a good word.
But they were also like be piggish because I was in like pretty good shape. I was running.
Yeah. Oh, dude, during COVID, I can't remember. Like, if somebody asked me, "Were you in shape during COVID or out of shape?" I was the fattest I've ever been, and then also the thinnest I've ever been within 1 year. Within 12 calendar months.
So bad.
It was crazy. I was like, I look at the clothes, like my memory, like Snapchat memories will come up, and I'll be like, oh, that shirt fit me, and then it's like 3 months after that, I'm like skin tight. Like,
dude, I got shirts in there, bro. I swear to God, I fit in them. And now I'll never fit in those again, bro. It was all within the same year. Isn't that crazy?
Doesn't it suck too that like
we honestly had the best situation because we weren't living with our parents.
We did,
and we weren't living with.
It was college 2.0.
We weren't living with our significant others either.
Right.
It was like. It was
lawless.
It was the perfect time to be in the barracks, low rent.
Yes. That's
Did it
key.
suck to have dudes around all the time? Yeah. But it was $400 a month, bro.
Was our coffee table covered in cigarette ash at all times?
Yeah. None of us. Oh, I guess
You would clean every Sunday, and then like once every 6 months, I'd be like, I got this, and I'd clean, and then our other which other
roommate? He never did anything. Never cleaned.
And they were the ones making the mess. We didn't even smoke. We're just, but whatever.
I never smoked. I was always like cleaning the windowsills,
just cleaning fucking ash out of everything.
Dude, it's
it's because we were the only ones that cared to try to bring a girl over.
Yeah.
So we were like, God. We gotta clean,
dude. I'll tell you something, and it's crazy.
I'll tell you something.
It's crazy how in the past I put that, because like I was texting you earlier, like I was in charge for that whole apartment pretty much, even though
you were the youngest.
Yeah,
I look back at that like that was a real shining moment in my life of how big of a piece of shit I was. I was like, John, what do we do?
And I was like, I don't know what to do.
You're like 23 and I was like 30.
Fucking this one guy who lived there, his girlfriend kept using fucking wipes, flushing wipes,
clogging our toilets,
and they're like threatened to sue us.
Dude, and girls take dumps like you wouldn't believe. Girls take fucking dumps. And you know what? I'm not going to call anybody out. I'm not going to say which girlfriend this was, but I've had a girlfriend who just streaked the bottom of the bowl constantly. God. And it's not my current girlfriend, but it was one of the past not like they are going to listen to it, but I feel like they could.
Wait, when you streak, do you grab the brush?
No, I just keep flushing. I just flush a bunch of times, and then I go, well.
I'm rarely do I grab the brush.
Well, grabbing the brush is crazy because now you're going, all right, I'm going to put poop on this brush and then put it back out into the public.
You're so right about that because I don't have the soap ever. Yeah. You need the special toilet soap that you put around the bowl.
Even then, it's like washing, when you wash a dish with a sponge. Yeah. Even if you have soap on it, the remnants of that is still on the sponge. Yeah. Now imagine that pasta sauce is shit.
Why is it pasta? Yo, pasta sauce is like gives you PTSD from childhood of like, you know, like the PTSD of like dirty dishes being screamed at for dirty dishes.
Yes.
And just like there's something, the remnants of pasta sauce, you're like, this is dirty.
Yeah, dude. And it's like I don't know what to compare it to. There's some comparison here. But it's like getting it off. It's like gum where you get it off this one and then it's on this. So like you get it off the pan and then it's on the sponge and then you can't get it off the sponge. Spreading, dude. And then you put it on another pan and it's on the pan. It just
lingers.
You can't win, dude.
It's so good. Spaghetti sauce is so good. But
maybe that's God telling us to quit it.
But when all of the dirty dishes just sit in the sink, there's something so dirty about it. It's like,
you know what? I kind of like that though, because like recently. Like this, honestly, like 2 days ago, me and my girlfriend both like just didn't do the dishes for days, and it piled up so much, and it stank. Like our whole apartment stank to the point where my girlfriend was like, "Can you do the dishes when?" And I came home.
When you get home from work,
yeah. And I came home, and she was like, She said she just walked through the kitchen and didn't go back because she's like, I can't be around it. It smelled so bad. And then I cleaned it, and I was like, it's almost worth it. Like it's almost like holding a piss. Yeah, because it's like it sucks so bad, and then it feels so good.
Yeah, dude.
When you clean it after, it's like, that is. I wouldn't have appreciated this if I cleaned up right away.
That literally keeps your place from having like pests.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Stillborn diseases.
Isn't it funny how like the simplest things will make your life easier, but it's so hard to avoid them
at all costs. Yeah, that's how I feel about wait. Like, dude, I have to wake up 10 minutes earlier to. I have a treadmill in my house. I did not purchase it. I'm not a rich guy. It was handed to us. But all I have to do is get out of bed 10 minutes earlier, and it changes my day. And I still am like, I don't want to get on that thing.
That's why you just got to walk on the treadmill.
Yeah, well, that's what I always tell myself. And then once you get on, you're like, what am I, a bitch? I'm not going to walk.
Well, I do my 10-minute walks around the neighborhood, and I'll tell you something.
They're nice.
Yeah, they're
Try
nice.
It in the morning. Have you ever done it in the morning?
Oh, yeah, but I'll tell you something. The neighbors and their dogs, it's annoying because like, I'm not really in the mood.
Could I give you advice? Walk in the street. Don't walk on the sidewalk. Because dogs, they're always on the sidewalk, and then you have to be like, fuck, there's like a lady with her dog. If you just walk in the street, they never bother you. That's my good sage advice.
But it's like, I always feel like I look like a serial, because I don't have a dog. It's just me walking.
Right.
So it's like,
well, you walk like a psycho to begin with. So no matter where you are,
That's
so
very
just
true.
lean into it and walk.
I definitely walk like I'm about to do like a school shooting.
You walk like I've always said this. You walk like you just found out someone hurt your mom, and you're on your way.
Really, I just want a sandwich.
Yeah, you're just in your head. You're like, I'm still standing. And it looks like you're like, let the bodies hit the floor. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
But I really appreciate it.
I'm crazy.
All right, we got to.
Oh, yeah. Great. That's a great sketch from SNL.
Oh, is it? I thought you were making that up.
No. It's when Bryan Cranston hosted.
Dude,
for Breaking Bad.
You know what? I've been watching a lot of Norm Macdonald, I told you today, and watching him on Conan just made me realize how fucking dog shit. No offense, Jimmy Fallon. I like Jimmy Fallon. But Conan used to, like, give it back to, like Norm would, like, make fun of Conan, and Conan would, like, give it back to him. Be like, oh, you think I'm a blah, blah. And it would murder in the room. You could hear, like, everybody laughing. Yeah. And then you watch Fallon now, and he's just like, yeah. And you're like,
he was just in town? He's in Fairport.
He always goes to Fairport. Every time he's in town, he goes to Fairport.
That one brewery or whatever. He's friends with that one guy.
Is it Iron Smoke? Or?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, he always goes to Fairport for some reason. He seems like, I mean, if he lived here, he would live in Fairport for sure.
Oh, yeah. Dude, do you think I would totally live in, like, a town, Penfield or Canandaigua is actually.
Canandaigua. Did you know Canandaigua is the second most expensive lake to live on in the United States?
Really?
And John Travolta has a place there.
Whoa.
And somebody else, I don't know.
Danny Wegman.
Danny Wegman. My uncle has a place 2 spots down from Danny Wegman. Oh, and shit. I'm sure my uncle's in crazy debt, but in my mind, he's just a rich guy. So
it's all about how you play the game, brother.
And honestly, that might have been a lie. Everything I might have just said might be a lie. But I do know when we go to his lake house, we get on the boat and then we go, oh, there's Danny Wegman.
Then he grabs you by the collar. Don't you know I can lose it all?
He goes, I could throw you over this boat right now and nobody would give a fuck.
Don't look into that house.
Yeah. No, when I get on my uncle's...
Do you understand me? Don't look in that house.
Well, this is what sucks is, like, if I tell somebody, like, my uncle has a boat, like, it sounds fun, but we'll get onto the boat, and as soon as we get there, we are now his workers. He goes, Sean... He says, Shawnee. He goes, Shawnee, why don't you clean up that? Why don't you? And I just go, oh, I'm not here for fun. I'm here to serve this man.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Uncle, I'm not gonna say your name, but if you're listening, I'm glad to serve you.
I remember.
I actually like my uncle. He's a rich lunatic, but he's the man. He kind of is the man. I respect his. He came from nothing.
That's what makes you the lunatic.
Yeah, and he's just like...
Those are always the best rich guys, though. Because they always drink light beer.
All he drinks is red wine. Dude, when Trump won the first time, I was taking care of my grandma, and me and him were switching off shifts. And I remember waking up at 6 in the morning, hearing just thuds in the hallway. She lived in, like, an apartment, and I just heard thuds and heard, President Trump. And then he kicked open the door with wine-stained teeth. It was like, President Trump!
My God.
I was like, oh, shit. I had no idea what impact it would have on me and the tariffs, but at the time, dude.
This is the most recent one?
No, this was the first one.
Oh, shit.
The first time he won. And I remember just high-fiving my uncle because I was like, I don't care. I was like, dude, I didn't have a place to live. I didn't give a fuck who the president was. It's like, either one.
Times were so fucked back then.
Hillary seemed more like she would put me in a jail. Like a jail at the time.
Yeah,
so.
No, absolutely. The Democrats, I definitely...
I'm glad you're saying this off mic. That's good.
No. Trump got a lot of people out of prison. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to have Lil in front of your name. Though.
I'm telling you,
that was just a fun joke.
He had a ton of prison reform.
That's true. So did Kamala put a bunch of people in jail.
Prison. Yeah,
but did she get a lot of people out too? Maybe no. Oh, she didn't have that power.
Yeah, no. Only Trump did that shit.
Fucking bitch.
So Trump's actually got like a ton of like ex-cons being like, we fuck with Trump.
Dude, he does. He knows the moves to do to get all rich people. Because what he's done is gotten all rich people on his side, including rich rappers. They're on his side.
Because let's be honest.
It's just
let's be honest. When you're playing with big numbers, bro, they're coming after you.
Yeah,
they're coming after.
No, dude, I've noticed.
See, you want politicians who are like, we look after the people with money. We look after each other. Once you make it, bro,
that's what
you're
I was
gonna want to stay in that club,
dude. You can notice like even podcasts we listen to, you can tell like once they get rich, all of a sudden they start like being like, I don't get the and you're like, oh shit, you're in that tax bracket now. Like you're the type of tax bracket where you understand what tax breaks means. Like I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I have nothing worth writing.
Dude, my dad will say shit like where he's like, yeah, well, if you vote for a Democrat, then that's your tax. I'm like, each year taxes are just a crapshoot for me. I have no idea.
I'll tell you something right now. Ain't no one got taxes back after. You remember those awesome COVID checks?
Oh yeah.
Well, so
they're slapping our hiney for that.
So a lot of us didn't get the checks.
Yeah. Wait, did you not get?
I got 2 checks. A lot of people got paid $800 a week. Remember those guys?
Oh yeah.
The ones who made $800 a week.
Now they're getting a little tush. They're getting a little hiney slap.
Well, no, but the thing is, I am
shouldn't
too.
have gotten that $800.
I think I'm getting that slap too, dude.
Me too. And I go, Daddy, I didn't even take it.
I didn't even get the money.
Daddy, I didn't put my hands in the cookie jar. It wasn't me. It was my sister.
because she worked as an intern for like 3 weeks, and then she has $800 a week for a year.
I'm sorry. I was just imagining you over somebody's knee. While I was saying,
why did you mention yourself?
I don't know. Because we're talking. I was imagining you going, Daddy, no. I'm sorry.
It's all right, dude. That's okay.
I'm all hopped up on fucking.
Well, give me a hit of your vape.
We'll call it even.
Yeah, thank you.
This is, by the way, my name's Sean Day. This is John Mungovin. I don't know if we even introduced ourselves. We should start
We've been doing this podcast for a long time.
We should start doing that. Dude, you know, I have a coworker that vapes at work, and like you can't do that. And she just holds it in. And Amir Arshad, shout out Amir, I know he's listening. He does that too. And I go, well, where does it go?
Through my ass.
I
farted out. Yeah.
I don't know, and I've tried to do it, and I'm like, as long as I hold. Wait, let me try it right now.
There's something you should not be holding this in.
Let's see. I'll go as long as I can. You talk.
That's bad for you to hold that in that long.
For sure.
It's not a good feeling.
For sure. Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
All right, I'm running out of breath.
Well, speaking of running. I just want to show everyone right now that these are the running gloves.
Well, I guess there wasn't. Not a lot came out, but that's going straight into cancer cells.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
you're literally sucking on a battery.
Yeah. It's just
you're getting like battery farts.
You're getting nicotine
Dragon's
juice
breath
just into your veins. Whoa,
it's
I feel crazy, dude.
You're just like puffing on like AI, dead AI.
Dude, maybe this is AI. Maybe that's what AI is.
It's this byproduct of fucking
I have 6
AI.
fingers. You know how they always say that's how you can tell AI? They have like 6 fingers. Did you know that? If you watch a video. Dude, I saw a video of, you know, the man on the street videos where they're like, does a guy's dick's length matter? Yeah. I saw a video like that, and it was so real. And then halfway through it, this guy just pops on screen, and he goes, you thought this was real? This is AI. And he breaks down why it's AI, and it blew my mind. Dude, it's Austin in the background.
Really?
It's Austin, Texas. Everything looks real, but his fingers, he has 6 fingers. Isn't that scary as fuck? And it looked so real. It was just some bimbo, like, talking.
I kind of feel like this is AI right now.
Could be. We could be AI. You hear that, Josh and Adam?
You see this?
That's so fun. Dude, those probably keep your fingers very warm.
Okay, so I know these look like O.J. Simpson's gloves. Yeah. I'm coming out right now and saying that.
You didn't do it.
But so like when people see me running down the street but I also have like other jogging gear. You can tell like a guy, you can tell a jogger from like an insane person.
That's true. That's why it's important that you jog instead of walk.
Yeah.
Because if you're walking in these, I go, that guy is on a mission to kill somebody with orange prints.
Yeah. Yeah, but like when I'm like doing this and going,
yeah, when you're gasping,
like, oh, he has a mission.
Yeah.
He has
He's Rocky.
Yeah. He has been friend zoned, and now he feels the need to like run in like negative degree weather.
Yeah. I totally get that.
These are just like here's what I would do. I would wake up in the morning. I'd feel bad. First thing, let's be honest. Wake up in the morning, feel bad.
That's always important to start your day that way.
Look at your phone.
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
feel
God,
worse.
What has happened overnight?
Yeah.
Because anything could have happened.
Right.
Most
tariffs.
Like, biggest concern, my bank account. It's always something. Money's been taken out. You have a notification from which lender. And then you go on social media. Everyone's life is better than yours.
Yeah, everyone else has a clip of the best set of their life.
Yeah, and then like just the normal people went to high school with being like, I'm married, I have a Ford F-150.
Yeah, they're like,
I just bought a new truck.
Yeah, private plane to Augusta for the Masters.
Yeah. So crazy, stupid bullshit that doesn't matter. And then that's when I drink my energy drink and put on these gloves to go run outside in jogger pants,
that's in style.
Which
that is
was
cool.
the only sweatpants I could find reasonably priced.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you go, I think because that's the thing with Walmart is I assume that's where you're getting them because that's where I get them.
Yeah.
And they're always like a couple years, and I feel like right now joggers are like. They're not cool, but they're like not the latest trend. So Walmart, that's all they have because it's like 2 years ago that was the coolest thing. Yeah. So they're always just like a little bit behind.
So now I'm just running down my neyborhood with just like
fingerprintless gloves.
Yeah, gloves like this, and just like you can see like the smallest penis, just like in my jogger pants, just like because like
just
it's all
doing this against.
You understand? Yeah, you get it.
It's this is my penis against sweatpants.
Yeah. And then just like in like cars like cutting you off and trying to just being like fuck you, man, with like the littlest.
Yeah, and you're trying to start your day on like a good note.
And I'm literally going.
Did I ever send you that video? Whoever's listening has seen this. The video of that old man in the neighborhood. He's like wearing short shorts and he's tan as fuck, shirtless. And the caption is like he wakes the whole neighborhood up every day, and it's just this old guy going, breathing loud as fuck. He's like 70, just jogging. And I totally relate because I have headphones in, and there's been times where I've farted mad loud, and I'm like, it's 7 a.m. I'm like, I'm waking up neighbors.
Oh, dude, every time, guaranteed. When I run, people stop. They stare at me.
Yeah. People,
but that's also, guess what?
They're gonna.
That's
notice.
Motivation, motherfucker.
It is. That's what you call liquid motivation.
When people stare at me when I'm running, it pumps me up. But I'll tell you something. At bus stops, people look away.
Yeah.
People look away at
they
bus
probably
stops.
were like, yeah, I was doing that 2 weeks ago. And now here I am.
Running from my probation officer.
Yeah, now here I am at the bus stop.
Yeah. Trying to get out of town.
No, and I know the bus stop right here. That's the one you run by, right? That's not a good bus stop. I don't think. Well, it's not a bad bus.
I used to take the bus for college.
Yeah.
When I went to MCC, I would take the bus a lot. And I learned a little bit of the geography of Rochester a little bit, but something about taking these glove stops makes you want to laugh.
No, that and the geography of Rochester. You're like, that's north.
Yes, I couldn't even tell you.
You know, I know when I get on the bus, I'm headed north. And when I get off, I'm heading south.
Wherever the weed is at.
Yeah.
All right, should we do?
There we go.
Oh yeah. Fuck. You know what it fucking is.
You know what it is, ho.
I do this for my fucking kids. Could you
yellow.
imagine having children and doing a podcast and your like loser friends?
I gotta fix this. Hold on.
Oh yeah, it's such an eyesore that you got to. So Friday, May 2nd at 7:00 p.m. I am headlining the Focus Theater for a night of alternative comedy. Because
fuck, dude, I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, what do you got going on?
I'm gonna be. I hate to tell you this. I'm gonna be in Albany watching Shane Gillis that very night.
Oh, nice. Who are you going with?
My friend Josh. Cocksucker.
Didn't invite me to go.
No, well, it's 2 couples going. Otherwise, because I texted you about this right after.
Do you want the fifth wheel?
Right after I bought the tickets, I was like, I have to. It was like a thing that I felt like I had to tell you. And I don't know if you remember this, but I did text you, and I'm like, you're gonna find out, so I have to just tell you. I'm going to Albany to see Shane.
I think I just took note to completely. Yeah. It wasn't like
read at 10:33 p.m.
It's like the only text I care about is like, are you coming to record?
Yeah. No, but I felt bad about it. But we're like going to see Josh has kids and shit. And we're going to like spend.
That'll be a very good moment.
Yeah,
that's why I think the show is gonna. It's either going to do really
because of me for sure.
Well, no, it's either gonna do surprisingly well or fail, but it's only because the people that I know personally, which is the only people that I can invite to this show, they all say the same thing. Yeah. They're all out of town.
Yeah. No, but the Focus Theater, I've had a good show there and a really bad show there, and I'm hoping you get a good show. And I'll try to spread the word. I mean, I will spread the word. I'll try to get.
I hope so.
To the show.
I mean, to be completely honest with you, this is not something that it was not even my fucking idea.
No, of course not. Of course not. If it's your idea, that I think
then you really like it. This is your idea. You really fucked up.
No, well, the problem is when everything is your idea and nobody shows up. It's fine to just be the comedian that shows up, and then the show sucks. Because then you just go, you guys fucking suck at this, which is my whole thing. I just keep showing up at shows and go, nobody's here. You guys fucking suck at running a show.
Yeah.
And I've never run a show. We ran one show once, and we always did pretty good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I have produced a few shows that have failed.
Yeah, but they didn't fail because nobody showed up. They failed because the bartenders were like, you can't talk about that kind of stuff.
Both times, right? Pretty much. They're like, this is not...
And it wasn't even... Dude, the comedians that got our shows canceled are comedians that are like, like they're not like dirty comedians. They're just like, they had one joke and the bartender would be like, I didn't like that one joke.
Yeah.
You guys are canceled.
Also... I was a wee child when I was producing these shows. Yeah. I was 21.
I was a grown man, but
but you weren't producing. You were just standing. No,
you did the which is even worse.
You did the smart thing. You're like, I'm just getting.
I'm hands off. That has been my modus operandi or whatever since day one. I'm a comedian, dude. I'm not a producer.
Do you remember all the times you'd be like on social media or like even just like talking to people and they'd be like, this certain venue, this coffee shop, someone would be like, fuck them.
Yeah, I didn't want any of that.
I had business. We had meetings every week.
That's exactly.
We had business meetings and they iced me out. Fuck.
I know it sounds like I'm just being a lazy piece of shit, but that's exactly what I'm like. I don't want relationships with any of these fucking. Yeah. Like, I don't want to know that coffee shop sucks.
It's like, yeah, okay, so you made a good rapport with this coffee shop, and then you let your friends do comedy here, and they want to not do business with you anymore. That's on you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you bring comedy to a nice place?
Dude, every comedian I know that produces a show has beef with multiple businesses, and you're just like, dude, I want to be able to walk into any business in this town and be like,
fuck
can I have a ham sandwich?
I washed dishes there, and they agreed for me to do a show. Yeah, and then one of my friends turned out to be
talked about it on mic,
and talked about it in a microphone in their PA.
Yeah,
in their microphone, and
to customers that didn't know it was happening,
that did not know comedy show was happening, and they want to cancel.
And they want to cancel me.
Cancel. It's like, dude, why did you let all this happen?
Yeah, no, that's
why don't you keep better track of your comedy friends?
That's why like you know how the club is like doesn't want local comics doing local. That's why I don't fight back that much, because I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't really want to do these anyways. I'm
not dying on this hill. Yeah,
I'll drive an hour before I do a show.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, and that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not gonna. I could never really be.
I don't want bad blood with a single person in this town. Unless
it's too small
enemy.
of a town, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want any smoke. I want to carry.
Yeah, dude, I have friends that can't go to certain coffee shops because they're like, we tried to start a fucking open mic there.
They iced us out.
So you can't get a latte?
They iced us out for another comedian. I'm like, well, guess what? This place is probably under new ownership by this point.
And also, they're probably right at the time.
Also, I've been banned from a coffee shop.
Yeah.
And
that took a lot of work to get you back there, too.
No, it didn't. It
just switched ownership.
Yeah,
we were fighting.
Dust in the wind. It's literally dust in the wind.
Other people.
Yeah. It's literally just dust in the wind.
Dust in the wind.
So, let me say what I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
I am grateful for all right, maybe I shouldn't have started.
All right,
I'll
go first. I am grateful for the existence of Norm Macdonald. I've been watching nothing but Norm for the past 24 hours, and I genuinely could have shed a tear today. I was reading his fucking Wikipedia. I didn't know. Did you know his illness? So he had cancer and didn't tell anybody. It went away. What do they call it when it goes away? Not relapse.
Recession?
Recession. There's another.
Remission.
He went into remission for like a year and a half, and then there's a type of cancer you can get from the treatment of other cancers, and he got that, went into the hospital in July, died in September. So he was free of cancer for like a year, and he probably thought like, all right, glad I didn't tell anybody. And then he fucking died. So go on YouTube, search Norm Macdonald anything. He's the best comedian of all time. I fucking love him. I'm very grateful for his existence.
That was beautiful.
What I am looking forward to, or what's the other one?
Improve on.
I'm looking forward.
I'm looking forward to improving.
I'm looking forward to improving on my eloquency. The thing I just said about Norm. I would have liked that to have been better, the way I said it. So I've been watching a lot of Trump.
You should have written it down first.
I should have. I've been watching a lot of Trump. I know he uses his hands like this, so this seems important. You got to do a lot of this and this. Stuff like that. So that's what I'm.
A lot of this.
Yeah, a lot of this.
A lot of this. Oh, fuck.
Try to do more of that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. I'm trying to do more of that. So I'm trying to improve on my, oh, fuck.
Do you ever drive and then just think about the
no,
things
I've
you
never
said?
driven. Sorry, God.
Yeah, so you ever been on the highway and you just think about all the dumb shit you said during sex, being like, why did I
Brother, I don't need to be driving to think about that, dude. I'll just be, genuinely, the second it ends, I go, what the hell was that?
Oh, fuck.
You thought you were cool? You thought you whispered shit, dude? You thought that was cool?
I'm going to fucking come.
Ew. Where do you fucking want it? She goes,
oh my God.
You know what's the worst word to hear during sex? What?
What?
You're saying dirty shit, and she goes, what? And you go, oh, I was just saying, where do you want it?
It's like I was just saying,
I'm sorry, I'm just having flashbacks of being like, I was just saying, remember a minute ago when I wasn't done? I was wondering where I should do that.
You go straight back to coworkers at that point.
Yeah, it's like
what? What'd you just?